Remember Caesar, Video 1, English Summary. Before we start the summary, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, could I request you to subscribe? Thank you very much. Remember Julius Caesar. Who was Julius Caesar? Julius Caesar was a brilliant military general and a great Roman monarch. He was born on the 13th of July in 100 BC. He created the Julian calendar, which is a basis for today's calendar. He was assassinated by a group of Roman senators in 44 BC. The day that Julius Caesar was murdered, 15th March, was called Idius of March in ancient Rome. Here is the play that revolves around Ides of March, that is 15th of March, the day Julius Caesar was assassinated. The play Remember Caesar is about pompous, proud judge who fears a life threat after he discovers a message. Remember Caesar, scribbled on a piece of paper in his pocket. He exhorts his assistant Roger to remain alert to foil the possible attempt of the assassins. He is panic-stricken and makes his assistant engage in elaborate precautionary measures. Let's read the play to know whether Lord Weston and Roger thwart the attempt or not. What is this story about? A serious and proud judge finds a message. Remember Caesar. He is afraid that he would be murdered like Caesar. He tells his assistant Roger to be careful so that they can stop the murder attempt. They try to take some precautions. Let's find out what they did. Book reading, characters: Lord Weston, a judge; Roger Chetwynd, Weston's assistant; Lady Weston, Weston's wife. Lord Weston is seated by the fireplace, a table of books and papers beside him, talking. Down right is seated Mr. Roger Chetwynd, a thin, earnest, absent-minded, a conscientious young person. So conscientious is he that his mind, even when absent, is absent on his employer's business. He has begun by listening to his master's lecture, but the lure of his work has been gradually too much for him, and he is now blissfully copying from one paper onto another, while the measured words flow over him, his lips forming the phrases while he writes. The characters in this drama are Lord Weston, a judge; Roger, his assistant; Lady Weston, judge's wife. In the first scene, you find the judge talking to his assistant about hard work. Lord Weston: Roger, it's not alone a question of duty. There is your own success in the world to be considered. It's not your intention to be a secretary all your life, is it? No, very well. Diligence and respect for every detail should be your care. I did not become the Lord Weston by twiddling my thumbs and hoping for favours. I won my honours by hard work and zealous service. Today I am the best known and certainly the most impartial judge in England, and a favoured servant of His Gracious Majesty, Charles II. That, I submit, my good Roger, is an example to be studied. It's now only unbecoming in you to ask for a half-holiday, but it is greatly unlike you. I fear. He has turned towards his secretary and discovers his misplaced diligence. After a pause, coldly, Can it be, Mr. Chetwynd, that you have not been listening to my discourse? Roger, brought to the surface by the cessation of the word music. What, my lord? Oh, no. Yes, certainly, sir. I'm listening. What was I talking of? Lord Weston says he progressed in life because of hard work under Charles II, and he's not happy with Roger asking for a half-day holiday, so he's trying to advise his assistant, who seems to be not listening. Roger, you yourself, sir, amending. I mean, of your rise to success, my lord, it is apparent that it is an often heard tale. Weston, we were talking of your extraordinary request for a half holiday. When you had one only last month, would it be straining courtesy too far if I were to inquire what prompts this new demand for heedless leisure? Roger, I thought perhaps if you did not need me this afternoon, my lord, I might personally interview the clerk. But then you understand this is something which is told every day by the judge. When Weston wants to know why he wants a half-day holiday, as he had holiday last month as well, to which Roger answers that he was going to interview the clerk about a document that has slowed down his work. Book reading, I'm going to interview the clerk of the awards committee and find out why he hasn't sent that document. Weston, little taken back. Indeed. Roger, the lack of it greatly hinders. It holds up my work, you see, and at this most interesting point, his glance goes longingly to his desk. So, we will meet in the next part of Remember Julius Caesar video 2. Till then, bye, take care.